What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you. We got some more Dynasty talk here with my homie, that fantasy guy. What up, bro?
What's good, man?
Yeah, we're getting ready to talk about this trading and something that I'm super hyped about because everyone wants to know how to trade. Everyone wants to know how to trade better. But I think a lot of people just get nervous and hit, accept too quick. When it comes to trading, you more standoffish, or are you the guy who's sending out a million trade offers just to see if you can get someone to bite?
It just depends on if there's something that happened or the market has changed on a player. Like I'll just go to all my leagues and send out probably the same offer, hoping to catch someone. I'm that guy for the most part. Though I'm kind of staying back. I draft my teams and construct my team a certain way where I don't need to trade. That's what I try to do, where it's not relying on trading. So trading is more so me just trying to take advantage of the opportunity at that moment. What about you, man?
So I'm a guy who probably trades a lot less than others because I'm always trying to wait for the right trade. So,
Hmm.
like in startups, for example, I've just noticed the more that I try to chase and jump up for players, the more that my team is just not as stacked that if I just sat and let it come back to me. So, like, if we're talking in a startup, I'm not the guy who's going to be trying to jump up for two or three first rounders. If it happens, it happens. But I'm the guy who'd rather sit, kind of wait, let a trade come to me, let someone give me some extra picks just so they could jump up 6 picks, 10 picks, whatever it is. When it comes to like trading players, I'm probably real standoffish at trading players because just like you said, I really draft with a certain strategy of how I'm constructing this team, and it's always based on whatever style of league I'm in. I'm not trying to sell players for pennies on the dollar either. That's like a real big no for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like this Kelvin Ridley situation that just happened. I went and found a few leagues that I did on Kelvin Ridley in, and I sent trades for seconds. I don't think I got one person to accept the trade, but that's what I sent it for. Now I got trades back for like a third or whatever, and be like, I'll just keep it. Maybe if you would have sent me 2/3, probably would have accepted that just because, I'm done with Kelvin Ridley. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna send me back a fourth, I'm good. You're gonna send me back a third, I might as well just keep them, especially for the fourths. That people send
Yeah.
me back. If you're going to draft someone in the fourth round, he's most likely going to be a roster clogger.
Right.
So I might as well keep my roster clogger and just hold him for a year and see if he turns back into something more valuable.
Yeah, definitely. Because we still don't know what's going to happen. We just know he's not going to play for 1 year, and that's it. Maybe it's just the 1 year, and then he comes back and he gets on a new team. He's back to normal. We don't know. That's what it comes down to. Calvin Ridley, he's not going to change any contenders teams. He's not going to make any team a contender either. So something like that specifically, it's really just like finding that nice like midpoint. Like, what am I okay with, getting to be able to give this up? Because if I'm getting back nothing, might as well keep them, just like you said.
And some people have different approaches. They always say if someone offers you something, always go higher and then go lower. And or if they offer you something, even if it looks seem fair, add a third. It's like I hear a bunch of different things. I just don't have time to play all those games. Like, I just don't have all the time. Like for the most part, if you coming to me with a trade, just know it's like going after a attractive female. You trying to get her number. You better woo me. Don't come half ass. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't come to me with trash because I'm gonna feel disrespected. Just like that fine woman you trying to get number, you ain't gonna just say, "Hey, baby, you look fine. I want to smack them cheeks. Give me your number." You're not gonna come at them like that, right? Bring your best offer to me. That's all I'm saying. Treat me, seduce me.
And especially when trade offers are coming my way, I always take the trade offer with a grain of salt because I assume that they're going low. It's just the way that it is. I don't think anyone's gonna approach me with their highest trade offer possible. So I always go look and see what they got. I mean, a big thing that I always try to do, It's just like something that I learned when I was real young, going out with your parents, to buy you shoes or something. Like the trick to get them to get what you want is to go for something like extra expensive that that they're not going to want to get. And then you come with something that's a little bit less expensive, seems a little bit more reasonable, for them. So that's always what I'm trying to do. If someone comes at me with a running back, I don't necessarily counter. I like to try to talk to people and I'll be like, nah, I don't like him, but what about this person? Go for like their best running back. Get them to say no right off the bat. And then we start talking about other players in the middle because there has to be a little bit of yin and yang because you can't sell yourself short. I know there's a couple people I gave trade advice to. They send out a trade and it gets accepted within 2 seconds. And then they're like, damn, should I have like made it a little bit more expensive for that trade? That's always going to be in the back of your head whenever you make a trade.
Yeah. It happens, man. I mean, with me, I really don't get caught up in all that because I'm in so many leagues. So if I'm sending out trades, man, I don't like to talk because I'm in too many leagues. So I do get hit up on in the group chat or whatever, and someone to send me a message like, "What's up? Is blah 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 available?" And the first question I'm like, "Which league?" Like, I don't know what league you're in. Who are you? Where are you from? Like, what's your team? Like, you're gonna have to give me something. I don't know who you are, man, because in the group chat, it have the league name, but then once you push a private message, then we got our normal name.
Yeah.
So I don't know who you are. So then, we might get to talking from there. But at the end of the day, you ask me who I want for this player. I mean, what I want for this player, like, I mean, send me an offer. I mean, if you want something, I'll counter if you send me a serious offer and I'm in a I'm willing to sell the player, I'm going to send you a serious counter. But send me a serious offer. If you send me a low ball, I'm not going to waste my time in counter because we're not on the same page. And on MFL, you able to send a message with it. That's about as far as I want to go. I don't want you to send me a message. We have a long conversation because it's not that serious to me. It's really not
I
that
guess I'm
serious
the
to me.
I guess I'm the opposite. Like I really when I get trades coming to me, like you said, if it's close, if it's in the realm where I'm like, all right, maybe I could tweak this a little bit, maybe we can come to an agreement. But I guess I feel like I'm such a good negotiator that if I could talk to someone, I can get a better deal for myself. And it's not necessarily about like trying to like rip anybody off or anything. It's just about the pieces that we got in these. And if I got a piece and I shine it up real nice, and talk about it to them, someone might be a little bit more willing to take it. That's why I like that approach. But I get what you're saying. Like when people hit you up in the DMs, because I'll get DMs, on Sleeper. And like, shit, I'm in like 15 Dynasty leagues, on Sleeper right now. Probably going to be more. So same thing with you. I'm like, what fucking league is it? Like, I have no idea. And then I got to go look at their team. It's a process to trade in when you're in this many leagues. It really is. I feel like one of the biggest things that you can do when you're trading, if someone is coming to you, like they want someone from you, get them to say the price. If you're going to someone else and you're asking them about players, get them to tell you a price. Because at the end of the day, I don't create the price. It's only the person who has the player that they're trading away that's going to create that price. And so for me, I'd rather let someone else create the price because they might start higher than I was starting. And I'm really trying to get the best bang for my buck, especially in the Dynasty League. Redraft leagues, probably not going to be that many trades either way.
Oh well, for me, like I said, I'm not big on all that communicating, all that talking. Either you go come with or come not try. Like I know me and you wouldn't be good trade partners. I could just tell by how you talk because I'm like we talking too much. I don't, I'll move on because the one thing I would hate doing is wasting my energy just not to get a deal done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather nah. Let's not. Let's skip all that and not do the deal because I don't need, especially if you coming to me. If you coming to me about a player, to me I got all the power.
Yeah.
So if I tell you send me some serious offers and you choose not to, then you lost out. I'm not worried about it. Like I keep my players that I obviously wanted because you're on my team, and you don't get what you want. But
Yep.
so you're the one who got to court me, as I was saying earlier. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I don't make major trades too often. The only time I make major trades if I'm blowing up a team or I catch someone else blowing up a team. Otherwise, I'm not going after these big name players because I know I'm gonna have to give up a lot.
Yep.
One thing I can't even understand, like if it blows my mind when I see like these five man trades, like 5 men going one way and 5 going the other. I'm like,
Yeah.
how did y'all sit here and negotiate that? I don't even understand.
Those are probably the trades that I'll never be in on because it's just too much. It's too much. Like usually there's like 1, 2, maybe 3 players that were really in this trade. Like I remember last year before the season started, there was a guy who just joined up a dynasty league with us, took over an orphan team. He had Kyler Murray, but he really wanted Dak. And so he sent me this trade offer and it was like all this random, all this random shit and all these random pieces. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I like Murray more than Dak. This was previous, before the season started last year. I was like, you like Dak more than Murray. I was like, the only way we're going to trade is if we just do a 1-for-1, and I'm okay doing that, because all this other shit is going to make it to where we don't even trade.
And that rarely ever gets done on 1-for-1. Like, it's rarely ever be a situation where someone say, I like this player more than this. Because if you go in a dynasty ranking, it's Kyler Murray easily over Dak. He's been over Dak for the longest.
Yeah.
Ever since Dak had his injury. So, but you do have a lot of Cowboys fans. He might have been one of them boys.
He is a Cowboys fan, and so we know he wanted Dak, and he likes Kyler.
So guess what? He would have paid the third for Dak.
He would have. He would have given me more, and he's my boy, and he took over an orphan team, and I felt, at the time getting Kyler like shit, like I'm okay getting this if it's just Kyler because I love to cheer for Kyler way more than Dak. And, year 1, it didn't really work out so well, but we'll see in year 2 how it works out with him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we just want to keep this short and sweet. We're going to keep bringing you a bunch of Dynasty content. Anything you guys need, just hit us up in the DMs. Got his Twitter right there, that one fantasy guy, and mine is at FF Hustler 420 on Twitter. Hit us up in the DMs. You got any trade questions? We'll get to them when we can and try to help you guys with the philosophy of winning these trades and winning these trades big. Peace out. See you next video.